A lonely child sits alone by their school's swing set. They watch as the other children play and laugh. They think to themselves, wondering what it's like to be able to get to know people so easily. It feels almost as if they're being quietly mocked for never learning things that they weren't even taught. And then, almost as the floor was shifting underneath them, they start to fall underneath the ground. And no one even cared to notice. A young child named Coleus runs through the petrifying endless maze of unseen horrors that they never thought to comprehend. The world is a horrifying, cruel place. They've had to learn that fact the hard way long ago. But this is not the world they grew up in. This was a mirror of a world they couldn't understand in the first place, rules they were struggling to learn turned on their head. Now practically non-existent, and so they have no choice to run. To survive, they think they're all alone. Any semblance of humanity twisted and contorted into an all-new terror. But this world may not be as cruel as they think. Coleus has gotten used to this world now. They do not need to run anymore. They've met an actual glimpse of humanity. They remember the bright hospital, the one that hurt their eyes with the light. They remember meeting people there, people much older than them. These people said Coleus could trust them, and what else could a desperate child hope for? Those people were from elsewhere, a place like home, with food and water and people. And Coleus was promised their own little home there, where they would be safe. But they still couldn't feel themselves fitting in. As time goes by, it's becoming harder and harder for Coleus to remember what was life before coming here with each passing day. It's hard to remember the feeling of actual, fresh air, or even their mother's face, or what did her voice even sound like, again? Well, those things don't really matter now, do they? Coleus figures that they don't. Coleus remembers the backrooms more than they ever did the world outside of them. As far as they're concerned, they don't have a true home to escape back to. They remember the city. There were people who cared for them there, they reminded themselves. But was it all worth it when it was all the same thing? They would no longer be happy there. They knew there was more for them out there, there in the world that used to make them cower in fear. The world where they thought they had no choice but to run. There was something calling out for them. Calling, from the deepest and darkest of corners. A new home, where they would be safe and sound.